So, I watched your video, Sasha, online. I've been watching you a lot through his live streams usually, about Black Lives Matter. So I spoke to you then, Ken, on the phone. What I'm doing, I've involved myself in the middle. I usually stay out of race politics, and I've involved myself in the biggest race political argument I think this country's seen for generations at the minute with what's happening with Black Lives Matter. So I wanted to meet you. I'm meeting multiple people this week, talking to people to find out what we agree on rather than what we disagree on, and to find out, I'm generally worried for this summer. I'm generally worried about the divide that I see growing, contrary to what people may think of me. Yeah, it's not what I want. So I just want to meet up, and I'm doing this multiple times with multiple people to then speak to people who I think will have some influence or are activists, to then say, can we come together, can we work on a plan, and try and understand, so that you might understand what we disagree with or what I disagree with. And I think I speak for a proportion of people who are feeling a certain way about Black Lives Matter. And I might understand where you're coming from or what's brought you out on the street for Black Lives Matter. That's basically the purpose in, you've made the call out to me, I've made the call out to you, said let's meet up, let's chat, let's see where we go.
And what I'm here is to really, to hear what is it that really drives you to feel that we are the people that can help with the narrative, to change the narrative that's being put out there from one particularly bad video. Angry rant. Angry rant. That wasn't then stepped up and you know, and really having an authentic apology to the wider group, because it kind of made us stepped up.
I watched the progression over days of many young black kids I know then sharing. And I saw young black kids I know who would never have been going to the Black Lives Matter demonstration, were making their way from Luton. We're repping, we're going, and I'm thinking, shit, man, because I think people felt like I'd called it on with the black community. Whereas what I want to talk about is what I was talking about, which was BLM. That's what I was talking about, BLM, which is why I wanted to meet people who are activists of BLM, people who are involved in BLM, to say...
In that statement that you made,
yep.
Do you realise why it was so dangerous? It was almost like you were saying, they're trying to do this, they're. It's a lot of they are, and we were still wondering who it was a they.
Yeah, BLM. Which I'll get onto, BLM, what's happening in London has been happening I've watched in the United States race baiting politics for 10 years. In fact, it raises a head every time there's election. So it blew up 4 years ago, yeah? It was election. Donald Trump's election's coming up in 2020, it's blowing up again. Yeah? And everything's divided by race, and I don't really care, it's in the United States. And then within weeks I saw it here, and then I saw it blowing up here, and I saw a lot of if you follow Black Lives Matter organisation, I don't know if you're aware, when it formed, go on their website. It says it formed because a white police officer shot dead, a white man shot dead, Trayvon Martin. Have you seen the picture of the man that shot him?
No.
He wasn't white. Yeah? It's a lie. Get the picture.
You're on about George
Zimmerman. He's not white, he's Hispanic. Yeah? But so why are they saying he's white? One. So I saw that lie. So the organisation was built on a lie. Yeah? Hands up, don't shoot.
The organisation
is
probably people. We don't know about the political people who are trying to take over the organisation, but for black young people and for the black community, what that basically said was, we're fed up, we're tired. This is a systemic thing. The reason I don't think a person of colour or a black person has like the power to be racist is because we don't implement laws, we don't make laws, we don't create laws.
You don't think a black person can be racist?
No, we ain't got that. We've got the power to be prejudiced. We could be prejudiced, but I don't think we have the power to be racist. And in certain terms, when you look at racism, when we're talking about racism, we're talking about it from the structure, the systemic structure of it. We're not talking about it as in, oh, a black boy went out and called you a white cunt, and we're not talking about it from that sense. We're talking, when we're coming out now, we're saying for years and years, why are you laughing?
Carry on.
Well,
baby, it's okay. Come.
Nothing. I'll fuck him up.
What's going on?
Sasha.
If he's gonna stay there, I'll fuck him up. I'm sorry. But why is he laughing? Why is he laughing? What is a joke? Do you mind to tell us a joke? My point of view is a joke.
Your world view.
My worldview is a joke. What worldview have I just shown?
Systemic, institutional racism.
So that doesn't
Black people can't be racist.
So
all neo-Marxist dogma.
I don't know. We don't know. I don't know about
politics.
I don't know about
black
politics.
fool. I don't know about no Marxist thing, you fucking fool. Who's talking
Can we,
about
Sasha, we've come here. Can we just have a talk?
I don't know about no Marxist thing. It's black men like you that are the problem, that lead other people to believe that these problems don't exist in our community. We're not coming out to rip down no one's iconography. It became a thing about iconography because that was the only way our voices were being heard. It was never to destroy anyone's history. We have grandparents who came here in the Windrush generation who was a part of those wars and did fight in those wars. So we didn't want to tear down any war memorials. The message.
No, but the Marxists and anti-fascist organisations do.
Yeah, but I'm not
but I know. Yeah, but you're
bringing people into the equation. Now I'm here to talk about lives.
Yeah, I'm here to because Black Lives Matter. This is what.
Any white organisation that's come to me like Antifa or any of them, I let them know that you're not leading what my message is. It's not your.
Are you aware of who's leading Black Lives Matter? Are you aware in the United States of the lady?
I don't give a fuck about George Soros.
No, not George Soros. Not George Soros.
Black people, we don't have the access to these people.
The founder of Black Lives Matter.
I don't care about that. I care about.
She said kill white people.
I care about finding. I don't believe in that. My foster mum was a white woman. I grew up with a white woman, put me in her home, clothed me, fed me. I cannot sit here and say to you, or stand here and say to you, I believe in killing white people.
I don't think you do. The point I'm trying to make is, do you understand why if someone who's not in the Black Lives Matter or who's not black is going to sit and research Black Lives Matter, they're then this is just so we can go through, They're then, if they sit and research it, I asked you outside, Kenya, this is on their website.
You know how many black people have access to that?
No, I know they're probably not reading. No, but my point is that this is why there's a massive divide, Because you're there for one reason, and you're there because you believe in this. But anyone else who's researching Black Lives Matter, which is the reason I shouted and got angry, I'll tell you why. I'll go through it. We can go through it now so that you might understand. When I'm ranting, you might understand what I'm ranting about, Because I guarantee everyone I meet, I'll ask you these questions, We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structural requirement, right? The family structural requirement, mum, dad, kids, right? This is on their website. They want to disrupt it because they want the state to bring up your kids. They want everybody to be parents to your children, Okay? We talk about...
In the black community.
Do you want to get rid of the police? Do you want to get rid of the police?
No, why should we get rid of the police? That will create complete lawlessness, and that wouldn't be safe.
And I agree. But on their website,
we want the police to be reformed.
We want help accountable and the transparency. And we want to take out the racial profiling element that is so destructive to what's happening.
And many people would support that. But what I'm saying is, Black Lives Matter as an organisation. They want to get rid of the police. Defund, that's their main focus. What will it be like for black people and communities?
That's infiltration. That's not Black Lives Matter as an organisation.
But this is what's being pumped by, say for example, Black Lives Matter held a black-only event. Do you support that?
A black-only
event. White people weren't allowed to go.
No. White people are allowed.
No, they weren't in New York. They were told specifically. I'll show you.
We're in the UK.
I know, but I'm trying to get you to understand.
Right.
The segregation, the separation, the Marxist, the break. No, it's not fear-mongering. This is what we foster a queer referral network. When we gather, we do so. This is on their website, with the intention of freeing ourselves from the tight grip of heteronormative thinking. What's wrong with a man and woman? What's this got to do with Black lives? That's my point. This is Marxism. It's political. This is why when I'm ranting about Black Lives Matter, you probably think I'm ranting about you. I'm ranting about this. If we look, say for example, if I ask you, Black Pound Day, and I've gone through it was just been Black Pound Day. You explained briefly the reasons for Black Pound Day. I don't think Black Pound Day. I think it's a racist. I take it as racist. If we were shop only in white shops, it would be racist. I don't think it benefits. I
don't know what shit Anthony Joshua is talking when he's wearing all different brands. I don't know what he's talking. What we're saying when we do
Black Pound Day, do you support Black Pound Day?
Do I support Black Pound Day?
Can you explain it?
Black Pound Day is supporting black businesses, people that find it hard.
Business owners.
find it hard to
Entrepreneurs.
start a business in their community, and probably the black community are not so aware of their business like they are aware
But
of
that's where...
And what we see quite clearly, it's quite evidence that the black pound only stays into the black community for half an hour.
I've seen it. I've watched it all.
Stays in over
But the problem
a month.
is...
And what we're trying to say is trying to draw attention as to what you could do. If where I live in Stafford Hill is predominantly, and near Stafford Hill is predominantly Jewish run. And if you see the stately homes and everything else that's been built up and a tight community, why can't we have that in the black community? Why can't we aspire to that sort of thinking and self?
But you see everything like that. You see everything like that. So that's black entrepreneurs setting up businesses and supporting black entrepreneurs. Black Lives Matter, one of their main focuses on their website is to smash capitalism. Black Pound Day is to support capitalism.
No,
That's right. Yeah.
You're supporting black entrepreneurs who want to be...
Racism thrives on capitalism. That is why black people enslave us to create capital.
But that would mean that because essentially if you want to support Black Pound Day so black businessmen can prosper and do well and succeed, but yet on Black Lives website they don't want any of that. They want to smash that.
Yeah, but we don't. This is what you're promoting to me.
No, this isn't me promoting. This is you. This is
you brought it to my attention. I've never seen it.
But that's good. That's good because the point I want to make is that the people on the street of the UK, the people who are getting angry at me, have not gone through the organisation, the history. For example, like
either of you directly until now doing all these interviews.
No,
you've not.
I've watched it for 8 years.
You ain't gone to those gangs and said, "Why are you actually out here?" Before you sent those men onto the streets, you didn't exactly speak to anybody that was following that movement to see if they knew that information or what that was propagating. You did that from anger.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like when I'm saying to the police, "Fuck you all now," because it's getting to a point where it looks like we're going to have to get to a physical round. That's what it's starting to look like because we got ran over.
Because what though? But for what reason? What is the current situation?
I said good morning to a police officer the other morning. He said he wanted to say 2 white police officers walked past me. He said morning I carried on and ignored because I wasn't engaging because I'm out protesting. I'm not engaging with you. And he said he come back on himself after we'd walked past him, clear past him. He turned back around, stopped me. There was 4 white men leant up against a Churchill statue, clearly there to protect it in their mind, right? I was speaking to them. I actually went over. When I was told don't go over to have the conversation, I said, fuck it, I'm going over to have that conversation because I think that's what's stopping us from really getting to know why we're here. So I went over and I had a conversation with them, and even one of the guys said to the police officer, why have you come back and stopped them?
What did he come back and say to Copper?
He asked me what was I doing in the area, am I planning on protesting, what am I planning to do, because obviously they want to know what time the protest is. And then he went on, 9 other police officers joined, and another 5 came from this side. Then instead of standing in a conversation, they stood against the statue. So from the public that are driving past, riding past, walking past, it actually looked like they were protecting that statue, when really we were having a conversation about what are you doing. And
but you say, even so if we say like with regards to the police, like currently now in the UK, because this has blown up over George Floyd in the United States.
No. There's people, it's happened, no, it hasn't. I won't even pretend for a minute that it's blown up out. When Mark Duggan was dead, despite if people could say when you die, oh, he was a racist.
Do you know who Leon Briggs is?
But you're still a person.
Do you know who Leon Briggs is?
No.
He was murdered in Luton custody, black man, 3 years ago.
But you're still a person, so despite the people saying, oh, he was a racist, why are you not feeling for his death? There will be people that's connected to you. Because people will see that, even though some people might hold a view that you're racist, some families you did help, some people will say actually you didn't help, you caused racial tension and a divide. Some people say no, he highlighted an issue. And it's different things. With Mark Duggan, he was criminalised even when he was dead.
Yeah.
With no weapon found.
But do you think with Mark, say if we look again, because all I've done, all right, as soon as this starts blowing up, I just start looking at the numbers, yeah? I look over the last 10 years, 160 deaths in police custody, yeah? 13 black.
I don't believe in statistics because even when my friend died in custody, he was 20 odd and his parents was told, was it sudden death? So they're finding ways to mark these.
But the same way, you know, like you don't believe.
In custody.
We had a lad who was put in jail called Bunny for he left a bacon sandwich outside the mosque. Yeah? That's all he done. He got 2 years. He left a bacon sandwich outside the mosque. Got 2 years. He was dead in custody. Yeah. So you know, like I say, you're angry. Yeah. Or you. This happens on both. What I mean is, if you've got 160 deaths and 13 of them are black, and black proportion, this is what I've done, yeah? Because I just go and think, it's because everyone is just looking and hearing that we're all racist. It's like we're getting told, you're racist, everyone, that's how I feel, it's everything's racist. And when I looked at the police numbers, and the same for the United States, when I look at the United States, I looked at the United States and saw the kill rate and the statistics of, like, we're told, I was watching the news, I'm being told that black people are being hunted down and killed by the police, and at a disproportionate rate. And I went through the numbers, and they're not. So
it's hidden information though. It's not all. Sometimes when you watch the news and when you hear these statistics in these government, look how Theresa May was able to vanish the whole records of the Brainwash generation, and those people exist. Those people are alive. They're here. So if one of them die now and you don't know who they are.
See, we have this with grooming. Once the distrust is there, the distrust is there. God, I don't believe much of what I'm told. But even if say, do you think the UK is a racist country?
No, I don't think the UK is a racist country.
Do you think the British public are racist?
The UK was built from racism because they went to those countries, they colonized them, they pillaged, they took it back, they took the wealth back, and they think that you should be grateful because a scholarship is offered to you. Why should I be grateful?
What's that? So that feeling that you have currently now,
it's
2020.
The same feeling you felt when you were in your town and you felt like your town was being taken over. I feel that same feeling when I feel like every day I'm looking around me, I'm seeing less people like me around me because they're either in jail, dead, or they just don't want to be around because they're scared. Black people have PTSD. There's a lot of things that's going on that your side might not be aware of, as well as the things that you're saying to me.
Which black people? What proportion of black people are you speaking for?
What proportion of black people am I speaking for?
Yeah.
When you say we want PTSD?
You said black people have PTSD. How many, like, as a percentage of?
I'm not looking at no percentage. That's why you lot have come with all of this.
See, the problem is
academic shit. I'm not.
It's not academic shit. The problem is when.
Of
course you know.
I beg you to take this bread out of my face.
We're all here talking.
No, I don't want to talk with him. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to talk with him. Of course I'm not. I am academic. I've got a degree. I'm a child's counselor.
But what I mean is when we have these issues,
not academic.
when you have these issues, when you have these issues, we have to look at the statistics to understand. I think that's the first thing. I research everything. Yeah. So, and to be honest, Black Lives Matter has been going for nearly 10 years. Yeah. Most people in the UK think it's been going for 4 weeks. Yeah. But I've been following America because I follow American politics. I've been following. It's like, say for example, let's say Black Lives Matter is the English Defence League. Yeah. Black Lives Matter killed between 2014 and 2016, executed 11 police officers. Okay, in the United States. Yeah? Executed 11 police officers. The statements from the leadership, the statements for calling for violence, the racism, yeah, which again, I'm trying to get people to understand when I've gone on a rant, I'm reading all this and research.
When I've been a victim of a crime and then that crime has been recorded as something else, meaning if it was someone else, it would have been recorded for what it was. If the last time a man ran over somebody on a Westminster Bridge, it was deemed a terrorist attack. When I got run over last Sunday on the Westminster Bridge, it was deemed a traffic offence. Those are the difference in our community that we.
Who ran you over?
Some man in a van.
What was his motive for it?
He called me a nigger and then went boom. He stopped and then he continued. He ploughed through a crowd of protesters. Not all of us had the same views. Not all of us was there for the same reason. But he thought, oh, these fucking niggas are walking up and down again. Plough through them. And then these.
I haven't seen any. I haven't heard that.
I can show you the video.
Can you?
Then the police officer that tried to flag him down after he ran us over by the Tesco on Westminster Bridge and ended up by Scotland Yard. When the policeman tried to flag him over, he then failed to stop and continued. That wasn't logged as someone that failed to stop. They logged it as he was scared to stop. No, he was not scared to stop. Just as he wasn't scared to be running.
Have you got the video? Can I see the video? Because
yeah.
I'm just saying, just taking you back to saying about why you posted that video when you posted it. Yeah. We can't sidetrack. That was a bad judgment call by you.
The way I delivered it. Totally.
And I understand.
Totally.
I disagree.
I'm just saying.
You think it's a good idea? I figured.
I don't think anything was wrong with your video at all.
My anger.
Okay.
You lost your head a bit.
Delivery.
But in what you said, nothing wrong was said.
See, you got to have some better advisors. You get what I'm saying? If a man makes a wrong decision and he's willing to hold his hands up, and then you've got another brother here that's.
He's not my advisor. He's not my advisor.
I mean, what kind of opinion are you portraying? Why? Why is it?
Well, because no, it's not. Because when I've watched it with what I say, yeah, I rant about BLM. Yeah, if you listen to what I say, I rant about BLM. Yeah, I don't rant about black people. I know black people have took it that I'm ranting against him. Because to BLM, like you've just said, this isn't BLM to you. Yeah, this Marxist mindset is not what you're standing for. But when I'm ranting, this is what I'm ranting about. Yeah? I'm ranting about this. I'm ranting about the racism. I'm ranting about all these things that I've witnessed BLM do. But when I say it was wrong, I'd say it was wrong because I've seen the way it was taken. Yeah, I've seen the way it
mobilised.
I've seen it. Yeah, I watched it for 3 days, and
what he said is, black boys ain't out here. They're not big. We want the unity. It would be nice to have the unity. It would be nice to have the solidarity. Just like how you feel, it would be nice to have that. But we're not going to be out here begging for it.
No, and I'm not going to be here taking a knee. What I'm saying is, I saw the way that video went, and I saw the reception to it, and I saw the way it mobilised black youth to think that everyone's coming to attack. Yeah, it did. No, it did. Yeah, it did.
So it didn't just mobilise.
No, it mobilised everyone.
That genuinely had a fear for your community.
Yeah.
People like you that genuinely had a fear for your community. I was able to speak to, and they say, "Why the fuck are you a part of this Black Lives Matter? Do you know about this George Soros thing?" So I'm realising it's not just you that's looking at this, but
no, a lot of people. This what I want the black community to understand is, say for example, let's go Burnley Football Club. You saw White Lives Matter. You see the banner went across White Lives Matter, yeah, on Burnley Football Club. If you go online now and you take the public's reaction to it, I've done the numbers, yeah. You take the comments underneath where that statement come out. 80% of the comments are against Burnley Football Club. They're supportive of the White Lives Matter and the reasoning for doing it. If you go on Talk Sport, I've gone on all of the major ones. That's at 81%. Okay, reaction against Talk Sport. They're supporting the thing. The public feeling, and I don't know if the members of the black community are doing it, because I know, because say I've got 50 mates, yeah, and 20 are black. All of the 20 are black pretty much are on the side of Black Lives Matter, and pretty much all the 30 people have had enough of it. Yeah, they've had enough of it because they're like, hold on a minute, with this. So, and the reaction to the Black Pound Day is 93% negative reaction from the public.
Outside of this Black Lives Matter USA, Black Lives Matter UK are not saying that.
And I hope that. And no, what I mean is, I hope.
Take responsibility by mobilising those other people that you did, that you say that you don't connect to the Nazi lot and all of that. You were basically putting people out there that had a disliking.
But if I take responsibility for that,
defences went up.
No, I saw the defences go up.
You're not going to be in Luton Town and be attacked by
how did your friends respond to that? How did your black friends in your circle respond to your
disappointed?
Right, and can you see that young? Can you see this? Can you see the?
He made the reason we've met is I made a video addressed to my mates, yeah, saying listen, because my mate told me not to ring him. Yeah, I tried to ring my mate. Said, "What the fuck?" He goes, "Mate, he's going mad." He put something on Facebook going, "Yeah, actually, bro." He goes, "You need to see me." Yeah, that's my mate since a kid. Yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I rang my other mate. I tried to ring him, he wouldn't answer. Then I spoke to my other mate, and he said, "Don't ring him." So I made a video saying, "Yeah, this is for you, bro. Yeah, I'm going to show you because." You've known me 20 years, mate. So I'm going to show you a few facts about this organisation.
About knowing you. He's saying about all those men.
He went on about that. It's before this happened, yeah. It was before that. It was from the video. Well,
we're saying BLM equals ALM. So you have to admit that.
But no one said that. There's no one said that.
I've said that continuously.
Yeah, you may have.
And a lot of crowds.
But does Black Lives Matter website UK say that?
See that again with the Black Lives Matter movement
organisation.
They're not all as one person. You can't go to one person.
Yeah.
Information.
But what I mean is, say for example, the English Defence League, and I'll give you what we said from day one. Yeah, we had a mission statement. When you read our mission statement, it was welcoming to all. It was non-violent. Yeah, it was the opposite to divisive tactics like this. Now. And I don't know, I want to use the next week to get people to question who this shit is. This
Gary McFarlane.
I've got that on here. I've got a little video because I think it's very damaging to black community when I've got...
Stand Up to Racism, hard left, neo-Marxist, Labour affiliated.
Exactly.
Gary McFarlane.
Yes.
All of this is left affiliated and neo-Marxist / communist.
Yeah, but they don't realise that.
They don't know what Marxism is.
You know why we don't understand that?
No,
because what I understand since 1976, the police have been kneeling on my neck. I'm just telling you, you can't tell me my lived experience, but I can tell you this.
No, he just tried to tell me.
But I can tell you what's happened is, they're not only kneeling on my neck, they've knelt on my son's neck, and they've knelt on my grandson's neck. And I'm saying to you simply this, if you think at the end of the day it is right for us just to sit there and be victims.
No, I don't think it's right. In fact, I wouldn't have said a word. I watched all the stuff going on in London and didn't really give a shit. Yeah, I'm not supportive of the police. The police have caused me mayhem, bruv. I've been falsely accused of so much stuff, and I've had persecution, and what my whole family have. I don't like the police. I don't like the establishment.
Let's stand together on the injustices around the police.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
we don't want to get rid of the police, but as I said, we want to reform the police and make them more accountable in how they do their business.
Which I'm saying is, everyone who supports me would support any of that message. Yeah? The problem that's coming with Black Lives Matter across the UK is this background to it, the other political messages. You know, like, was that message you, Black Lives Matter Oxford?
Not me.
Do you know what that message is?
I didn't know what the image meant. And the Jewish girl that is on our team, that basically said she's Jewish, and she didn't even see that it was the message above it, which if you had the whole image, it would say stand up, rise up.
Yeah, stand up, rise up, but that is an anti-Semitic trope that they have all got big noses because they're Jewish men who are controlling the world. It's a conspiracy theory. Yeah, so.
When you start, man, let this Uncle Tom talk so that we can know where the narrative goes from there.
So what's your name again?